From the realms of physics and sacred geometry to Hebrew mysticism and human energy systems, we uncover profound patterns that illuminate both the nature of creation and the essence of ourselves. Imagine for a moment that life is a game, one vast, intricate, unfolding experience. Like any game, three fundamental aspects govern its play: the context, the environment in which life unfolds, the field of existence that shapes our journey. The rules, the fundamental principles of reality that guide and govern our experiences. These aren't arbitrary laws, but the intrinsic mechanics of existence, like the movement of energy or the dynamics of cause and effect. The beliefs and behaviors, the ways we perceive, act, and interact within this game of life, shaping not only our outcomes but the very fabric of our reality. Yet so few of us are ever taught the deeper context, the rules, or the beliefs and behaviors that guide this grand game of life. Without this understanding, how are we to truly navigate life and unlock our fullest potential? What if there was a way to tap into this knowledge, an ancient hidden key that awakens the divine energy within you, connecting you to the infinite? Kundalini, the sacred serpent power, lies dormant within, waiting to rise. And when paired with the sacred names of God, vibrations of universal truth, it creates a profound bridge between the human and the divine. In this video, we'll explore how these ancient practices weave together to illuminate the context, rules, and truths of the game of life, offering transformative insights for your spiritual journey. Everything in our universe is fundamentally about energy. But what is energy? Simply put, energy is the capacity to do work. It is the driving force behind all existence, shaping the stars above and the life within. From our life-giving sun streams electromagnetic radiation, what we commonly call light. All life on Earth depends on this cosmic dance of energy. As this radiant energy travels 93 million miles through space, it drives the cycles of life on our planet. When sunlight touches the Earth, it melts polar ice into flowing water, feeding rivers and seas. Plants, through photosynthesis, capture this solar energy, transforming light into the building blocks of life. In this process, we witness the harmony of natural elements, the fire of the sun fueling the earth's nutrients, water nourishing growth, and air breathing life into all creation. Animals sustain themselves by consuming these plants, while humans maintain life by consuming both plant and animal. Every morsel of food we eat is, in essence, a stored packet of solar energy. This flow of energy from sun to earth to life itself reveals a universal truth. Energy doesn't just sustain life, it connects and transforms all things. Through this lens, we begin to see how energy flows through all things, illuminating the unity at the heart of existence. In ancient wisdom, 4 primary elements are seen as the building blocks of creation: earth, water, air, and fire. These elements, deeply symbolic in their origins, reveal themselves in modern scientific understanding as vital forces governing life. Earth represents the solid matter and minerals that form the foundation of life. Plants draw nutrients from the soil through their roots, transforming these raw materials into growth and sustenance. Water serves as the universal solvent, flowing through living systems, enabling chemical reactions and transporting essential nutrients. Air provides the gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, that cycle endlessly between plants and animals, sustaining life in a delicate balance. Fire, in the form of the sun's electromagnetic energy, is the primal force that initiates and fuels life processes. Its radiant energy drives photosynthesis, turning light into the energy that powers nearly every ecosystem on Earth. Together, these elements weave a harmonious tapestry of existence. Take, for example, a simple plant growing in the sunlight. Earth provides the minerals and structural foundation. Water flows through the plant's vessels, nourishing its tissues. Air exchanges gases through the leaves, facilitating growth. Fire from the sun ignites photosynthesis, the process by which light becomes life. Modern science complements this ancient understanding by giving us new language and tools to explore these phenomena. For instance, light from the sun, which ancient traditions associate with fire, is composed of electromagnetic waves of varying frequencies. When we see a rainbow, we are witnessing visible light split into its spectrum, each color corresponding to a specific vibration measured in hertz or cycles per second. Red light vibrates at around 430 trillion hertz, while violet light vibrates at an astounding 750 trillion hertz. Beyond this visible spectrum, infrared radiation, microwaves, and radio waves lie below red, while ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays exist above violet. This cosmic symphony of vibrations extends beyond light. Think of it as a grand piano keyboard, where each key represents a different frequency of energy. Some frequencies we see as colors, others we feel as heat, and still others, like radio waves, carry information invisibly through space. Every morsel of food we eat embodies these four elements. The earth contributes minerals. The water flows through the living tissue. The air was breathed and transformed. The fire of sunlight is stored as energy. In this way, ancient traditions and modern science converge into one profound truth. All life processes require the harmonious interplay of these elemental forces. These energies, each a unique vibration, exist simultaneously, weaving an intricate, interconnected tapestry of creation. By seeing the world through this lens, we not only honor the wisdom of the past, but also deepen our understanding of the present, recognizing that everything in existence is a manifestation of the same universal energy. Sound, like light, is a manifestation of vibration expressed through different frequencies. These frequencies, whether audible or beyond our hearing range, carry energy that interacts with the world around us. Through the science of cymatics, we can make sound waves visible, offering a glimpse into their transformative power. When sound waves are passed through water or fine particles placed on a surface, the vibrations organize matter into precise geometric patterns. Each frequency generates a unique pattern, akin to a fingerprint of sound. At harmonious frequencies, these patterns emerge as breathtakingly intricate shapes, perfect circles, stars, hexagons, and other geometric forms. These same structures echo throughout nature, appearing in the petals of flowers, the formation of snowflakes, and even the spiral arms of galaxies. Conversely, when frequencies clash or create dissonance, the resulting patterns become chaotic and fragmented. Cymatics visually demonstrates a profound truth. Harmony fosters order, while discord breeds chaos. The complexity of these patterns depends on the frequency. Low frequencies produce simple forms with fewer geometric divisions. Higher frequencies create increasingly intricate designs with more symmetrical subdivisions. At certain special frequencies, those aligned with natural harmonics, the patterns snap into extraordinary clarity, revealing a deep resonance with universal principles. This phenomenon illustrates how vibration shapes the physical world. Cymatics not only reveals the hidden beauty of sound, but also underscores its influence over matter. From the microscopic to the cosmic, vibration is the fundamental force that organizes energy into form. The process of creation, both in the universe and within us, is intimately connected to Kundalini, the sacred force of all life energy. This mystical energy mirrors the cosmic process of creation, unfolding through stages that ancient wisdom encoded in the divine name Yahweh. Each letter in Yahweh serves as a profound symbol, revealing the dynamics of energy as it transitions from the unmanifest to the manifest. Yod, the initial spark of divine energy. Like a quantum singularity, Yod symbolizes the concentrated potential of all existence, the primordial fire of creation that ignites the process of becoming. Hey, the expansion of energy. This represents the outward spread of energy, akin to electromagnetic waves radiating through the cosmos. Hey creates the container, the space-time fabric that holds creation. Vav, the connector or channel. Acting like a spinal column, Vav channels energy from higher realms to lower frequencies, bridging the spiritual and physical worlds. Hey second, the manifestation. The final Hey represents the culmination of energy into matter, where vibration condenses into form and the unseen becomes tangible. Together, these letters describe a universal process, the descent of energy from its highest, most subtle frequency into its physical expression. This mirrors the journey of Kundalini, which rises through the body's energy centers, activating higher states of awareness as it ascends. This process is echoed throughout nature. Light steps down through frequencies to create color. Sound steps down through vibrations to form cymatic patterns. Solar energy steps down through life cycles to nourish plants and animals. The divine name Yahweh is not merely a name. It is a formula, a blueprint for understanding how energy flows and transforms into matter. It bridges ancient mystical wisdom and modern scientific principles, demonstrating that creation is governed by universal laws of energy, frequency, and vibration. Isn't it astonishing that these profound truths, encoded in ancient symbols and scriptures, align so perfectly with contemporary discoveries in physics and cosmology? And isn't it equally remarkable, and perhaps unsettling, that this wisdom has been hidden or misunderstood for thousands of years? But this is just the beginning. Even deeper secrets are encoded in the sacred name of Jesus, which we'll explore next. When the sacred fire letter Shin is inserted into the divine name Yahweh, it forms Yeshua, a name that holds profound significance. This insertion happens precisely in the center of Yahweh, between the first two letters, Yoda and Hey, and the last two letters, Vav and Hey. Much like the Vav in Yahweh, which serves as the channel through which divine energy flows, Shin functions as the transformative fire at the heart of the name. It is as though the cosmic fire, the very essence of transformation, is woven directly into the fabric of creation itself. The Hebrew letter Shin is written as 3 ascending flames. These flames represent the primal fire of creation, the essence of transformative energy that fuels the universe. In the human body, Shin mirrors the 3 primary channels of Kundalini energy, the left, Ida, right, Pingala, and central, Sushumna pathways. As Kundalini rises through these channels, it mirrors the pattern of Shin, creating a transformation of consciousness from lower to higher states. Shin represents divine fire, the consuming flame that transforms energy from one state to another. It is the force that shifts energy from the unmanifest to the manifest, from the subtle to the physical. The 3 flames of Shin also correspond to the 3 mother letters in Hebrew: Aleph, air; Mem, water; Shin, fire. Thus, Yeshua's name encodes both the pattern of creation, Yahweh, and the transformative fire, Shin, that enables the process of transformation. This mirrors how energy shifts through different frequencies and forms in nature. Just as light transforms through frequencies to create color, just as sound transforms through frequencies to create cymatic patterns. The name Yeshua therefore encapsulates both the pattern of creation and the transformative force that enables energy to shift between states of being. This is no coincidence. These profound principles are encoded in the very structure of the name, revealing a divine formula for creation. The letter Shin, with its 3 ascending flames, represents the cosmic fire that transforms energy across different states. Just as fire can transform matter from solid to liquid to gas, Shin represents spiritual transformation, the metamorphosis of energy into life force. In Yeshua's name, Shin sits precisely in the center, like a transformer in an electrical circuit. This central position is significant because it symbolizes the heart center in the body's energy system. The heart is where higher frequencies of energy are transmuted into lower frequencies, which the physical body can use. Just as plants transform sunlight into chemical energy through photosynthesis, Shin transforms divine energy into life force. The three flames of Shin also represent past, present, and future unified in a single moment of transformation. When we vibrate sound through water in cymatics, we observe this threefold pattern emerge at specific frequencies that form symmetrical, threefold patterns that visually echo the shape of Shin. In the human body, Kundalini energy rises through the three channels, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. These three channels converge at each energy center, creating a pattern that mirrors the three flames of Shin. When placed within Yahweh, Shin acts as a step-down transformer, making divine energy accessible to the physical world. This is why ancient traditions describe Yeshua as the mediator, the one who transforms higher frequencies into healing energy for the physical realm. The three flames of Shin also represent the three primary forms of energy transformation: light into life, photosynthesis; matter into energy, the transformation of atoms; spirit into form, the manifestation of consciousness. In physics, Shin represents the point where wave becomes particle, where energy becomes matter. This is precisely what we observe in cymatics, where sound waves, energy, manifest into visible patterns, form. The placement of Shin in the divine name represents the exact moment when divine energy steps down into physical form. It is the intersection where the immaterial becomes the material, where creation takes place. In an age of quantum physics and electromagnetic spectrum analysis, we are rediscovering what was hidden in plain sight. Ancient Hebrew mystics encoded the very physics of creation into these sacred names. Yahweh describes the step-down process of energy from the highest frequency to its manifestation in matter. Within Yeshua's name, we find the transformer, Shin, the sacred fire that enables energy to shift between states. How did the ancients know about frequency transformation? How did they understand the process of energy stepping down through different states? The mathematical precision of these names mirrors exactly what modern physics is now uncovering, just as we use transformers to convert electrical current from one voltage to another. Just as we observe light stepping down through frequencies to create the visible spectrum, just as we witness sound frequencies organize matter into geometric patterns, all of this profound scientific understanding was encoded in these sacred names thousands of years ago. This is no coincidence. It is the signature of divine intelligence embedded into the very structure of creation. These names are not just labels, they are formulas. They are not just sounds, they are blueprints of creation itself. In their letters, we find the physics of manifestation. In their structure, we see the pattern of energy transformation. This is the union of science and spirit, where quantum physics meets ancient wisdom, where the mysteries of creation reveal themselves through both laboratory experiments and sacred names. Perhaps this is why these names were considered so powerful, because they encode the very process by which thought becomes form, by which spirit becomes matter, by which the infinite becomes finite. This is the great mystery hidden within these ancient names, a mystery now being confirmed by modern science. Let's explore the mathematical relationships embedded in these sacred names. In Hebrew, each letter also represents a number, creating a system of mathematical harmony within these names. For example, the numerical value of Yahweh is 26. This number is significant, as it corresponds to the relationship between the highest and lowest electromagnetic frequencies that sustain life. In the name Yeshua, The addition of the letter Shin results in a total value of 386. Remarkably, this number is linked to the Hebrew phrase Yehi Or, which translates to "let there be light." The three ascending flames of Shin symbolize the ratio 1-1-1, representing the perfect triangle of force. This pattern mirrors the stable and harmonic waveforms found in electromagnetic frequencies. When visualized geometrically, Yahweh forms a perfect tetrahedron, a stable and fundamental geometric shape. Adding Shin transforms this tetrahedron into a star tetrahedron, also known as the three-dimensional Star of David. This same geometric pattern is seen in cymatics, when water is vibrated at the frequency of 432 Hz, a tone often associated with harmony and balance. The relationship between the letters in Yahweh aligns with the Fibonacci sequence, a mathematical pattern that governs the spiral movement of energy in nature. This sequence creates the golden mean, a ratio found throughout the natural world. We also observe the spiral in the way Kundalini energy rises through the human body. The distance between each letter in Yahweh corresponds to perfect fourth intervals in sound. These intervals are known for creating stable, beautiful cymatic patterns. When mapped onto a wave diagram, the frequencies of these letters form sine waves, which are identical to the patterns produced by coherent light, such as that emitted by a laser. The mathematical relationship between Yod, the first letter, and He, the second letter, reflects the dynamic between potential and kinetic energy, a concept fundamental to physics. Similarly, the positioning of Shin between the two highs in Yeshua represents the transformation of energy, akin to processes in quantum mechanics. This precise encoding of mathematical and physical principles is so exact that it seems impossible to attribute to random chance. When we expose water to sound frequencies corresponding to the numerical values of Yahweh, specific geometric patterns emerge, aligning with fundamental structures found in nature. These patterns closely mirror the same geometries seen in the double helix of healthy DNA. At 432 Hz, which resonates with the value of the letter Shin, water molecules arrange themselves into a perfect hexagonal structure. This same geometric pattern is seen in snowflakes, honeycombs, and the molecular structures that form the building blocks of life. When scientists capture light at frequencies corresponding to the numerical values of Yahweh, they observe standing wave patterns. These standing waves are remarkably similar to the vibrational patterns created by sound waves that form Hebrew vowel points, suggesting a deep connection between sound, light, and sacred geometry. The spiral pattern encoded in Yeshua's name can be observed throughout nature in various forms, from the spiral growth of shells, the arrangement of seeds in sunflowers, and the spiral arms of galaxies, to the unfurling of fern fronds. These spirals follow the same underlying mathematical principles that govern energy flow and transformation. The three energy channels represented by the letter Shin manifest physically in multiple ways. These include the three primary colors of light, red, green, blue, which combine to form white light, and the three primary elements that make up all matter, earth, water, and fire. When scientists measure the electromagnetic field around a healthy human heart, they find it produces a pattern that matches the vibrational frequencies seen in sacred geometric forms, such as the flower of life. This reinforces the connection between human energy fields and the sacred geometric patterns encoded in the divine names. The frequency ratio between the heartbeat and brain waves exhibits a relationship that mirrors the dynamic between Yod and He. This suggests that the principles of energy transformation encoded in the sacred names also resonate within the human body, aligning with both physical and spiritual processes. In quantum physics experiments, particles arrange themselves in specific patterns that resemble Hebrew letter formations, further bridging the gap between mysticism and modern scientific discovery. The golden ratio, or golden mean, which underpins much of sacred geometry, is encoded in the proportions of the human body, the spiral of DNA, and the way light bends as it travels through space. Even more remarkably, these same ratios appear in the formation of neural networks in developing human brains. The mathematical structure that governs the development of neural connections mirrors the sacred geometry embedded in the fabric of reality, from the smallest particles to the largest cosmic structures. Our bodies are intricate networks of energy that flow at multiple frequencies simultaneously. Major nerve clusters form energy centers, often called chakras, each of which resonates at a specific frequency. These centers act as transformers, stepping down higher frequencies into forms that our bodies can use. Each energy center is associated with particular emotions and aspects of our lives. The base center, root, resonates with survival, security, and grounding. The sacral center is connected to creativity, relationships, and pleasure. The solar plexus governs personal power, confidence, and self-esteem. The heart center is tied to love, compassion, and emotional balance. The throat center deals with communication and self-expression. The third eye governs intuition, perception, and wisdom. The crown center connects to higher consciousness and spiritual awareness. When energy flows freely through these centers, we experience health, clarity, and vitality. However, our energy bodies are sensitive to the frequencies around us. Negative thoughts and emotions can create discordant frequencies that disrupt the natural flow of energy, much like static in a radio signal. These disruptions block the clear transmission of life force. When we absorb negative emotions from others, it's like introducing chaotic frequencies into our energy field. These discordant frequencies create patterns similar to the chaotic cymatics patterns we see with clashing sounds. Likewise, cravings can act like energetic whirlpools, pulling our energy into repetitive patterns that drain our vitality. Emotions and energy blockages. Fear, anger, and resentment create dense energy blockages in specific centers. Fear blocks the base center root. Anger affects the solar plexus power center. Grief and sadness block the heart center. Guilt and shame often block the sacral center. These blockages act like dams in a river, preventing the natural flow of life force. Just as pure water flowing creates beautiful geometric patterns in cymatics, clear energy flow creates harmony in our bodies. When our emotional state is turbulent, it's like muddy water, distorting our energy field and causing imbalance. The key to maintaining harmony is to hold our own frequency, like a tuning fork that remains steady in a noisy room. Let's deepen our understanding of the emotional frequencies tied to each energy center. Base center, root. Fear vibrates at a particularly low frequency. When fear dominates, it causes constriction, impeding the rise of Kundalini energy. This can manifest physically as lower back tension, digestive issues, and feelings of being unsafe or ungrounded. Sacral center. Shame and guilt create turbulent energy patterns that disrupt our creative flow and our ability to form intimate connections. Like disturbed water in a cymatics experiment, shame creates chaotic patterns in our emotional body. Solar plexus. This center reacts to feelings of powerlessness, anxiety, or when we give our power away. When this happens, the natural golden frequency of the solar plexus dims, often manifesting as digestive issues. This center is closely tied to how we digest life experiences. Heart center. Grief, betrayal, and unreleased pain create a protective energetic wall, like frozen water, that cannot form flowing patterns. This blockage prevents us from giving or receiving love freely. Throat center. When we suppress our truth, the throat center becomes constricted. Unexpressed emotions and words create a dense energy pattern, like sound waves hitting a barrier. This results in muffled and distorted creative expression. Third eye center. Doubt and overthinking cloud this center. These mental patterns create static that disrupts our natural intuitive frequency, like interference in an electromagnetic field. This static can block clear perception. Crown center. Disconnection from our spiritual nature can cause the crown center to become blocked. This disconnection creates a cap on our energy system, much like a lid on a pressure cooker, preventing the free flow of higher frequencies into our field. Each blocked energy center affects the others, creating a cascade effect through the system. Just as one discordant note can affect an entire musical chord, one emotional blockage can create imbalance throughout the body's energy network. The awakening of Kundalini is the process of using our vital life force and sexual energy to free ourselves from blockages, allowing for the smooth flow of our creative life force. Kundalini represents the most potent life force within us, the primal creative energy that lies dormant until activated. At its core, Kundalini is our sexual energy, but it is also the same force responsible for the creation of worlds. Just as electromagnetic energy can transform from one form to another, Kundalini energy can be transmuted from sexual energy into a higher form of spiritual power. This transformation is similar to how a plant converts sunlight into life force through photosynthesis. In the case of Kundalini, this energy is awakened and rises like a thermodynamic current through the body's energy centers, also known as chakras. As this energy ascends, it functions like a cosmic current, washing through our system and clearing any blockages in its path. Imagine it as a powerful river current that clears debris as it flows, allowing for the natural flow of energy throughout the body. When Kundalini energy reaches each of the energy centers, it activates them, causing them to spin at their optimal frequency, much like a perfectly tuned instrument. This is why traditional practices emphasize specific techniques to support the smooth awakening and flow of this energy. The interplay between Hebrew mysticism and Kundalini energy reveals profound spiritual truths. Both traditions outline a journey of energy rising from the physical realm to divine consciousness, mirrored in sacred names like Yahweh and YHWH. In Yahweh, the Yod is pure consciousness at the crown center Sahasrara. He is the energy expansion through the third eye Ajna and throat centers Vishuddha. Vav is the central spine, where Kundalini ascends through the energy channel Sushumna. The final He is the base center Muladhara, where dormant energy resides. The addition of the Shin and YHWH symbolizes transformative energy. Its three flames correspond to Ida, feminine, cooling channel; Pingala, masculine, warming channel; Sushumna, the central channel of balance and spiritual ascent. This sacred pattern represents the flow from the base, He, through the spine, Vav, and Shin's energy channels to the crown, Yod. Mystics believe the precise pronunciation of sacred names aligns with cymatic vibrational patterns that activate Kundalini, refining lower energies into higher states. Each Hebrew letter correlates with an energy center, reflecting both Hebrew and Vedic traditions. The base center, Muladhara, correlates with the final He. This represents stability and the foundation of life force, akin to Muladhara's grounding energy. The sacral center, Swadhisthana, correlates with Yesod and awakens creativity and sacred sexuality, paralleling Swadhisthana's energy of passion and transformation. The solar plexus, or Mani Pura, correlates with Lamed. This symbolizes authority and power, resonating with Manipura's fire and willpower. The heart center, Anahata, correlates with Vav and F, transforms energies into harmony, bridging physical and spiritual realms, much like Anahata. The throat center. Vishuddha correlates to the first hay and governs divine speech and creative expression, mirroring Vishuddha's role in communication. The third eye Ajna correlates to our yin, symbolizes spiritual vision, aligning with Ajna's intuitive perception. The crown center Sahasrara corresponds to Yoda and represents pure consciousness, similar to Sahasrara's infinite connection to the divine. Each energy center also aligns with one of the 7 Hebrew double letters. The base chakra aligns with the letter Beth and represents stability. The sacral chakra aligns with the letter Gimel and represents motion. The solar plexus aligns with the letter Daleth and represents transformation. The heart chakra aligns with the letter Kahaf and represents openness. The throat chakra aligns with the letter Pe and represents communication. The third eye chakra aligns with the letter Reish and represents insight. The crown chakra aligns with the letter Tav and represents completion. As Kundalini rises, it mirrors Yahshua's transformative pattern, where the fire of Shin clears blockages and harmonizes energy centers. Each letter's sound frequency resonates like a mantra, awakening the cosmic dance of energy. This sacred ascent parallels the Vedic journey of Kundalini from Muladhara to Sahasrara, where both traditions converge in their pursuit of divine unity and infinite potential. As we've explored, the Hebrew language and its sacred letters are not just symbols, they represent frequencies, energies, and profound cosmic patterns that mirror the very structure of our being. From the descent of divine energy through Yahweh to the awakening of Kundalini that mirrors the rise of spiritual energy, everything is intricately connected. Each Hebrew letter resonates with specific energy centers in our bodies, unlocking transformative forces that shape our physical, emotional, and spiritual realities. As we activate and balance these centers, we move closer to realizing our highest potential, living embodiments of the sacred geometry encoded in these divine names. By understanding the true power of these frequencies, we can release blockages, elevate our consciousness, and step into the fullness of who we were always meant to be. If this exploration into the sacred language of creation has sparked something within you, I invite you to deepen your journey. Share this video with others who are ready to awaken to the mysteries of the universe, and join me in further uncovering how the ancient teachings of the Hebrew language can transform your life. And remember, you have the power to activate your own Kundalini energy and unlock the higher frequencies within you. Take action today. Your path to enlightenment and self-mastery begins now. Join the conversation below. Let me know how you're experiencing the flow of energy in your life, and feel free to ask any questions you might have. Let's continue this journey together.